Alright guys, welcome to the stream. Just getting ready. Here's my watch list, guys. Let's zoom into that. We've got HUD, AMC, MRNA, AMD, BTBT, PFE, Apple, SPY. I usually SPY, I keep it on the watch list. I don't trade it much, but it's still there. ACY on. And we've got gappers, HUSN, ENSC, NVAX. Alright, for the gappers, the 450 for HUSN is going to be a crucial level, I believe. If it starts to break that, then it might run. Let's just note that down. Right now, it looks strong to me. It's still trading close to the pre-market highs, so keep an eye on this. ENSC, very weak. It did gap up, but it's just given most of it back, so I wouldn't really be taking longs on it. I'm thinking this will be all day fades, but if it does start to break sixes, this area here, guys, if we start to break that, then we might have a little bit of a strength coming into it and some interest. So not interested on longs unless it breaks 6, guys. NVAX, so we were gapping up on this, but not really keen on it, to be honest. Not much of a volume coming in. I tell you what, I'm just gonna leave this alone. I might watch it on the side, but not the main watches, guys. So 2 gappers, HUSN, ENSC. That's what we have so far. Alright, let's get ready. Okay. Right, guys, as I said, the HUSN, I am watching the 450 area. If it does start to break with some volume, there might be a trade long on it. But at the moment, I'm just gonna wait it out, guys. The first 5 minutes, I will wait it out, as you know. I don't trade the first 5 minutes, so we'll just be nice and patient. PFE, someone needs to go. It's gonna be hood here. Guys, hood is gonna be interesting today, so let's keep an eye on that. AMC is, by the way, bouncing. AMC, I'm still short biased, by the way, guys. AMD and PFE. Okay, it's gonna go. See why? Pins need to go Apple. RCT, nope. On. And then we have HUSN. And then we have ENSC. Alright guys, we're about to open 2:30, just about 1 minute to go. In UK it's 2:30 obviously. So let's get going. About HUSN, it is about to, usually with these kind of gappers, if they are not strong enough, they will not hold the highs. So it's gonna start to flush down under a VWAP. If it does, then I will look to short it as well. But just remember, it is still holding up nicely over VWAP. As long as it's staying over VWAP, I will consider it strong. But with the ENSC guys, any pops will get shorted in my opinion initially. So watch for these pops. If it does come back to VWAP 580s, 590s, even 6s, we might get a nice shorting opportunity on this. Let's get ready, let's do this. Okay, we've got AMD, that's chopping about a bit, that's usual. Our hood. Alright, as you can see, ENC is just about to 580. As you can see, wow, that's 40 cents from 580. So any pops getting shorted, so all day shorter this one, guys. Just be careful with ENC going long on it. Unless it breaks that 6, don't go long on ENC. I'm not planning to. So AMD is just trying to make it, but I believe today I am short biased on AMD. Hood is washing big time, guys. Hood is washing big time. We've got 64s to 59, so yeah, this is going to be quite volatile, guys. If you're going to risk anything on it, just make sure that you take small sizes, extremely small, because it can move I mean, it can move like $5 to $10 in minutes. So that is HUSN is coming up to that 450 area. It is showing signs of a little bit of heaviness. Honestly, if it doesn't break that 450 with strength and with volume, then I will, as you can see, it's coming up now. That's looking good. Okay, we want that we want that 450 to get taken out as quickly as possible. Here it goes, watching the tape. Right, watching it. HUSN looks heavy to me, guys. Looks heavy. As you can see, it's getting rejected from that area, 450s. If it's showing sign of weakness, I don't mind shorting it as well, but it has to be under VWAP. AMD is washing already, guys. It's showing sign of weakness. With SPY going down like that, it might produce something good. So we'll find out. Alright, watching AMD as well, guys. I'm watching AMD. Still the open chop, guys. Just remember, we are still in the open chop. If you're gonna take anything, it's gonna be small. If I'm gonna take anything, it will be small, guys. SPY. Okay, so right now shorting AMD is not a good idea, as long as SPY is breaking out. SPY looks to be strong. So we're gonna wait on when SPY starts to reject from levels, and when it approaches certain levels, daily levels, let's say 440s, then 441, sorry, 441s, we are looking to short AMD. So right about now it looks strong. There it goes, HUSN. HUSN is weak. AMC. AMC is showing sign of weakness. I was expecting that. Just a little bit of a nice bounce would be nice. If it does come back to 31, guys, if it starts to hold that VWAP area, there is a chance to short it, guys. There's a good opportunity there. That 31 areas, I want it to get there, but I could always take a small, just start small. I could always start small. So I feel like I want to 368. Okay, I want to see if it reacts to 31 area. Okay, come on, come on, go up to 31s. Alright, go up to 31s. No, you don't want to go. I'm gonna try small, guys. 65s, 60s, 64s. Okay, 64s. I've got it, guys. 64s. Shorting. AMC 64s. I'm not gonna wait for 31s, guys. If it does come back to 31s, I will add more. If it starts to hold, guys. So I am waiting on AMC to break the lows. The momentum is quite there for a weak stock, and I mean AMC, to be honest, I am biased towards short on it. So as you can see, it's breaking the lows, 30-30s. Here we go. Nice move on just before 30s. I'm gonna take some out, guys. Just before 30s, I will take some out. I'm also watching AMD, guys. AMD is relatively weak today. I'm looking to short this thing all day, hopefully. If it does give me a chance right about now. The only issue with AMD is the SPY is strong, and I want SPY. Okay, here we go. AMC, let's go 30s. Hit that 30s and give us the partial. Lovely, lovely. All right. Let's get you that partial 30 just before 30, guys. 30.05s. I will take some out on AMC. Now, guys, on this one, put your stop just over 30.85s. That's what my stop is gonna be. And here we go, 30.06. We're getting ready to take some out. 30. Wow. Okay. Okay. I would like that. 30, 30, 95s, 94s. Okay, 94s. I'm gonna take. Here we go. Right here, guys. 94. Taken some out. 94s. I've taken some out. Really good trade. First partial extremely quick. This is what I like to see. Beautiful. So our stop basically is here, just over our break-even spot. This looks good, guys. It could run. So let's wait for it. First partial taken. Looking really good. And we're going for another partial. 29.50s, guys. 29.50s. We are waiting for another partial. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 62s. Okay, we're bouncing a little bit. I am expecting a little bit of a bounce, obviously, on this. As long as it's bouncing and not going over 30s, I am good with that. So we are good. Looking really good. We are in the driving seat on this. Alright, so it's bouncing off of that, breaking above that 30. I wouldn't call it a proper breakout unless it starts to break above it and start trading it. So it could wick out outside of 30, but it could always come down as well. But if you want to be a little bit aggressive on your trailing stop, you can always put it on break even, guys. Right? Break even stop, 30.65s, 64s, and then let it work out. Really nice trade. From 64s to 94s, 29.94s. Really nice, around 70 cents, guys. 70 cents partial, not too bad. Alright, let's get ready. Looks like AMD wants to do some sort of. Okay, I am looking at the AMD, by the way, guys. AMD. Okay, looks weak, guys. Looks weak. I'm gonna try some, guys. I might be a little bit chase. 116 24s, 24s, 32s, 32s, guys. I am taking some AMD 32 short, 32 shorts. Oh, lovely, beautiful entry. Just let me just do that later. Okay, looking good. AMD looking good. All right. Okay, guys. Stop over 117s. Just over 117. It needs to break that for us to actually take that stop out. I am looking at the SPY as well, guys. SPY is right at the VWAP and it's bounced on that VWAP, so we have to be a bit careful on AMD. But we are short from 116.34. Let me check. Was it 116.34? No, 116.36. 116.36, guys, is the entry. Short 116.36. So it's done a nice little wash, but because we are on the SPY, we are bouncing off of that VWAP. That area could actually hold up a little bit. So for AMD, that's going to create a problem slightly. As long as it's not actually taking out 11660s, 80s, we're good. In fact, if it starts to continue under 116, that might be another add point to it, guys. But it depends on the SPY, guys. SPY is bouncing, so let's keep an eye on that. Right, AMC is bouncing slightly more than I was anticipating, so 30-50 areas. My stop is on break even on AMC, by the way, guys. Alright, AMD is looking relatively weak, guys. So we are in a good trade on AMD, I feel like, because SPY is bouncing and AMD is actually falling. So that is a really good sign. AMD, really good sign for it. As long as we are staying under 116, we're good to go on AMD. Once it starts to go close to 115.20s, I will take some out, but stop is going to be straight away to break even. I'm ready to take some out on AMD. Lovely. 114.48, 48s. Come on, give me more. 45s, 30s, 40s, 32s. Lovely. Sorry. Just about to take some out. Alright, 39s, guys. I just don't like the way it's bouncing. 39s, I know it's a little bit early, but that's my partial. Oh, it's looking good. Let me just concentrate. It's looking really good, guys. You could take another one out as well. 115, just before 115. Right about there, let's say about 40s. Just don't have time to. Right, so that's looking really good. We are gonna put our stop just a little bit, not on break even yet, just a little bit over VWAP, because I expect a little bit more move than this. And once it breaks that 115, guys, we might have a really good trade running. This is completely doing opposite of what SPY is doing. That's not usually the case, so it is relatively weak. This is probably a lot of profit taking from a huge move on the daily from 90s to 120s. So it can give us nice but the problem with this is, yes, we've taken first partial, really good partial, but if SPY started to reverse or pull back a little bit, then we will have a stronger wash on AMD. At the moment, SPY is not helping. That's what I can say. But again, guys, very, very minimal risk at the moment. You can even put it to break even your stop. You can put it break even and just let it work out. We've taken our partial, a $1 partial on it. That, as you can see, guys, clearly 115 area is holding up really nicely on AMD. But remember, if that breaks, guys, we have a trade. Quite clearly it's bouncing off of that. If you haven't taken anything off right about now, take some out, guys. I've taken around 115.39s, just a bit early, but that's fine. So guys, we are in AMC as well. If you missed that, we have actually taken it around 30-60s. Let me check, 30-64s, I believe. And then we took a partial out, really nice partial. And then stop is back on break even. So that was a really good trade. Just gonna watch AMD closely. It's bouncing off um, from the 115. As you can see, that 115 held really nicely. These big round numbers on big names tend to be a little bit more effective, guys. So you gotta pay attention to those. That's why I take my partials before it reaches that level. Right, 116, right. Let's see what 116 is holding nicely. Really nice, 116. We can even put, actually, you know what? There's not much of a difference between 116 25s to our stop. So yeah, stop on break even is fine. I am sticking to that. Right about now, SPY is washing a little bit, so that should help AMD a little bit. This I feel like a little bit close stop right about now, but since actually SPY is washing, so I might actually add on AMD, guys. I'm gonna add on AMD, guys. 11594s. 11594s under 116, guys. I've added AMD. I've added 11594s, guys. The reason why is at the moment, as you can see, guys, a SPY is washing and it wants to break that VWAP, and if it does, then we got really good weakness on AMD. AMD is already weak enough, guys, and if it does move, once we get that 115 broken, then you know, that's it. That's all I need. We can put our stop just above 11625s right about now, so we don't risk too much, but I still feel like that's a bit early. It's bouncing off now, so right about now SPY is bouncing as well, so I just don't like that SPY's bounce, but AMD is basically behaving. That's what I can say. AMD is behaving, so I would like it to still keep on behaving. Stay under 116 would be really nice. And here we go on AMD. Lovely. Today's turning out to be really good, guys. Amazing. 2 trades, 2 winners, and we still got a runner on these, and I've actually managed to add on it. There we go, AMD. Let's go. Come on, AMD. If it does give me close to 115s, guys, I will take another partial on it, because I've added here, so I've taken. Okay, hold on. 25, 20s, 2s, 25s, 28s. Oh, beautiful. Oh, 7s. Oh, beautiful. 114. Oh, 73s. Yes. Oh my goodness. Alright, guys, I am out on, not fully out, my partial is out. Second partial taken on AMD, absolutely cracking off a trade. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful to see this, because remember, our initial risk was about 60 cents, but you know, look at the reward, and beautiful add area here as well. It was just amazing, and that's all I need, guys. That's I don't need to look for any other trade. Simple as that. I'm already way ahead today, so I just don't need anything else. Once this works out, if it does give me third partial, Ooh, even better. My stop is still over 116, guys. I am gonna let the rest of the shares work out for me, but I will also watch that 115 area. If it starts to basically chop around that area, I might take it a bit early. Looking absolutely beautiful, AMD. And our AMC, ooh, looking good, guys. Under 30, absolutely beautiful. It's about to go for another round. If that low gets taken out, 29.75s, then 29.60s should get taken out as well. So lovely, beautiful. I want to get ready for another partial on AMC. Just about 29.50s on AMC, guys. Get ready to take some out. Get ready to take some out. 29.50s. 29.50s. Come on, wash. Yes, 50s, 54s, 52s. Come on, get me filled. 51s, 52s. Okay, I'll take some out, guys. Right over here, 52s, guys. 52s. I'm out. Second partial on AMC. Beautiful. Oh, that's so good. Possibly headed for breakthrough. Alright, so on this one, guys, on Neo, we are gonna put our stop just over 30, about 30.20. Not just over that 30.20s. So that's our stop. Just making sure it's visible. And I've got really small amount of shares left, about 25, around 20% left on AMC. What I will do for this one is I'm just gonna trail stop the AMC all day, guys, today. So I don't have to really keep on watching that. But our AMD is about to take that. Oh, please take 114.50s. 114.50s. AMD is about to take 114.50s. And same goes with the AMC, guys. AMC. Whew. 29.20s. Okay, guys, on AMC, I know if it was any other stock, 29s, I will take everything off. But because AMC has potential to do whatever it wants to do, I'm gonna leave the runner on it. But it looks really good. AMD is waiting on that 114.50s. Let's go, AMD. Whew. Great day today. Great day. Oh, even better, AMD. Come on, let's go. Come on, buddy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna put my AMD trailing stop 115.25s. I don't want to get caught in one of those quick reversals. Usually, AMC. Come on, AMC, go. I'm gonna take some out, guys. 29s. Come on, is it gonna break 29s? It seems like it wants to. Yes, 28.90s. Come on. Panic is setting in AMC, guys. 28.90s, 29s. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone for the moment, guys, because I haven't got much left on it. If it starts to break down 29s again, I will see how it washes from there. It's already bounced off quite a bit. So I am gonna just wait on it. AMC and going for another one. There's quite a bit of panic going on AMC, guys. So that's why this trade is working out so nicely and so fast. So I am gonna wait for it to do even more panic. So over here, guys, AMD is just popping up. I don't like this. This is not good. in the short term. Basically, long term, having a look at the bigger picture, I'm still short biased on it, but short term, this is reversal. It could be a bigger pullback than my stop, so I'm gonna get stopped out here. Yes, guys, I am out. Let me have a look. 11525s. 11525s. I'm out. That's fine. I've done well on AMD. I don't have to wait for it to run anymore. It's given us a really nice nice trade with two partials. We managed to get in really beautiful add-in as well. So I can't ask for more. AMD, I am done. Finished with AMD. Right. Let me just update on the text. It seems more effective when I'm actually recording it. So we shorted AMD. Let me have a look. 46, 11646, 11646, short, and first partial was taken. Partial. Around 11530s. 11530s. I believe it was 34, something like that. 30s, and then added under 116. I believe it was 11594, but I'm just making it a little bit easier. And then second partial. Let me look. 11460s. 11460s. Where is it? On 11460s, and our trailing stop got taken out. Trailing stop all out. Remaining out 11525. Beautiful. Okay, guys, what I did was I've taken two trades. AMD, really great trade, great risk to reward for us. And we had AMC absolutely cracking off a trade. Is trading on around 29s. We actually took it 3060s, guys, around 3060s. I mean, we had like around 30-40 cents risk on it, and we managed to get multiple dollars on it. So sorry, I haven't been checking actually on the chat. Hey Jessica, how's it going? Welcome. Sorry, I was just busy managing the trades and explaining and recapping on it. And AMC, as I said, guys, I will leave it running. I just want to put it just over trailing stop. I don't want to be too aggressive, but I want to put it, I want to lock in some as well, just in case if it starts to bounce. Just over 30, guys. We want to put that. Hood. Let's look at Hood. I was actually planning to trade this. Looking at Hood, very weak. Looks weak right now. Looks weak extremely. But then again, with the Hood, you know, it's not easy. It's not an easy one to trade. You know, if you're starting, if you don't have a huge risk, then you shouldn't be trading Hood, because even if you take 100 shares, you know, that could spike you out within seconds, and you might be right as well. You might be like, for example, let's say we take short here, you know, where is your stop going to be? Well, stop is going to be over 62 in my opinion. So that's $2 risk. You know, that's $200 for 100 share. There you go. That's your short. But then again, you know, that the risk to reward for a small account wasn't there. But if you had bigger, obviously, you know, risk, then you could have definitely. Even better was when I think when you mentioned it on Robinhood around that time, that was even better area to enter short. When I looked at it, it was a bit late as well. Yeah, I mean there was that fundamental news behind it. Um, there is, I think, on Robinhood we will see these kind of sort of catalysts almost every day because it's on the. It's just, you know, it likes to have those kind of news on it. So there will be plenty of chances on Hood. Don't worry about it. That was a really nice. But then again, at that time on Hood, sorry, I actually was looking at my other chart and explaining. This is what I was explaining. Anyways, I'm sure you're looking at your chart as well. That's what I was explaining. Yeah, nice short under 61s. But for me, I wouldn't have taken it anyways because it wasn't clean enough for me. It did show sign of weakness, but my setup wasn't there, so unfortunately I wouldn't have taken it. Okay, 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 okay. Let's check our AMC. Okay. Bet. Okay. Oh wow, what a great exit on AMD on the final runner. What a great exit. Look at that. Beautiful. Followed the system right to the tick, guys. Um, see, once it started to break that 115, let's say this zone here, okay, initially over here it broke it really nicely with good strength. Now this is telling me like it's still weak, it still wants to continue. It bounces off to 114, 115 zones, holds nicely, comes back and rejects from there nicely. Um, Washes all the way to 114.25s or 30s, and then quickly reclaims, really quickly reclaims. So that area here, this not always, depending on the situation. I don't look at the individual candlesticks, but this candlestick here is just telling me that yes, it wants to bounce back a little bit much more aggressively than I would have liked. So that's why I tightened my stop, which was great decision because my stop was actually over here somewhere, or maybe even over 115. So I managed to save about 70 cents there, more than 70 cents. Sorry, Jessica. With me, you will see more of a short, unfortunately. Um, I am shorting it because I feel like um, people who have actually longed it over here had quite a lot of chances to start taking off here, even here. But what happened is it took such a long time and it didn't continue. So a lot of people actually managed to get in on AMC right at the top as well, 60s, 70s even, you know, and they were holding on. So what happened here, right after the congestion, once it started dropping, that's when panic set in, and a lot of people started to actually market sell it. You know, that's what creates these panic moves, you know, market selling, unfortunately. Oh yeah, that's there you go. You're already looking at things differently now. I like that. I'm happy. Um, you I I you know it's you want to always be looking out for whatever's working out there. You know, if you can change your perspective of certain things quicker, then you'll be in a better place, I think. In the past, what I used to do was I would have like a bias coming into pre-market. Oh, I've done my watch list. Uh, I am biased short, for example, and I'll just keep on shorting it, any setup that I see, but forgetting everything else because my perspective was so stuck up. Like I just, there's no other way. I was thinking there was no alternative. So that's when I used to get really burned. Um, but yeah, as a day trader, the good thing about it is you are trading the now, and whatever happened last week is sort of almost irrelevant. It is to a point, but 90% of the time, what's happening right now is what matters. So that's my 2 cents on it. Yeah, it's not gonna be obviously in a week or so. You're just gonna you know, all of a sudden start shorting and do well. No, it doesn't work like that. You just need to grasp the idea um, of a of the theses first, you know, and start understanding things about it, and then start applying slowly. It takes a while. I mean, um, you are going from long bias trader into shorting as well. I'm not saying just short. No, do look out for long bias trades, but you have to keep your ideas open. Your mind needs to be open for any possibility. Uh, if you have a really strong bias, then that's when you get hurt. Strong bias is very good if you're a long-term investor. If you're very, very strong about your bias, long-term investing is good if you're in the right direction, obviously. But for day trading, I think it can be a bit lethal because my worst days come from strong bias days, and that's why it's I've grinded so many horrible days, really, really bad days with these biases that is almost become like a massive solid rule in my head. You know, I don't even have to look at it anymore. The rules, it's just stuck there. So today has been an amazing day. If 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 I follow my trades, and if I've had 4 days of losing, 4 days of continuous losing this week, which I didn't. I'm just giving you an idea of how I trade. This day would have covered all those 4 days and plus some. This is what I mean. Like you have a you have few days or few trades that do really well. That will cover at least your five to 10 trades. Um, that's my edge right there, and my accuracy is about 43%. So if I were to tell you, I give you if you do the maths, 43% is the accuracy, and my average on the trades are 3 3 plus 3 to 1, so 1 to 3 basically risk to reward. You do the maths. In the long run, I do end up okay, I guess. AMD is still, as I said, I'm short biased on AMD all day, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna ignore the fact that the price action was saying something else for that moment. Now imagine me putting my stop here, I will still be knocked out, because the way it was responding at the bottom was basically it was looking for a bigger pullback. That's why I couldn't hold on to this trailing stop here. That's why I put it really close to the price, so that if it does pull back, really stretch out, then I can save some more. Thanks, Jessica. I mean, yeah, sometimes, I was gonna take long. Honestly, things that I was looking forward to longing was this shop. Not this one, I'm just joking. Over 450s. I was watching HUSN. Having said that, it will still, it looks like it's really choppy, yes, but it looks like it wants to do that. So if it starts breaking 450s, this could run. And ENC, I did mention this in the pre-market. I said ENC all day fader. Don't long this unless it breaks 6. I mean, exactly to the tick. All day fader. Any pops, that's getting shorted here. Any, any time it wants to wake up, it's getting beaten down. And that's just the way it is with the small caps. And especially you have to remember, Jessica, we are in the summertime. August, breakout trades or long trades tend to really fail. The continuation isn't there anymore. Short trade will most likely work because there's more panic to it. There's more reaction to panic, a quicker reaction, I would say. Which one is 6? Oh yeah, ENSC. ENSC was basically gapping up from, let's say, $4 to $6 today. So this was on my gap, one of my gap, but I did say, I was looking at it here and I was telling the stream that, look guys, if it doesn't go over 6, I'm not going to take long on it at all. In fact, I am short biased on it and all day fader. I'm thinking this is going to fade all day. Now it's already faded to almost gap fill. Now shorting it is just silly in my opinion, because it's stretched out too much. But if it does bounce back really sort of bigger amount, then maybe, but there's always better options. However, HUSN, this is the I think I was looking at it right here somewhere, right at the before the open, and at that time it looked strong to me. But then this happened. It broke under VWAP and it started to chop around. It tried to break that 450, it couldn't, and it really got badly rejected. So this basically is telling me there's a lot of overhead resistance around 450s, and anytime it wants to sort of bounce to that, it will get shorted. But having said that, if there's a lot of short sellers right here, there's a point where they're going to put their stops, let's say 460s, 470s, 480s. That's when you're going to get that squeeze if it starts to break out. That's just the basic idea behind it. But right now it's not doing what I was expecting it to do. For it to break 450, it has to come up with a really clean move and a fast move with huge volume. And if it starts to do that, let me know. I'm looking at some other stocks as well from my scanners. Not much really. path, okay. Ooh, FLGC. Was I watching this? No, I wasn't watching this. FLGC. Interesting. So AMC is just about breaking out of that EMA area and that zone. So right now it's going for a bounce, but my trailing stop is over 30, so I should be able to handle a bigger bounce on it. So I am still sticking to my original plan, which is basically to stick to trailing stop over 30s. I have only got like 20% left anyways, so it's fine. Um, $6. Okay. Oh, and ENC, right? Okay. So basically, what happened over here is yes. Okay, it's done a move and it's pulled back, and it tried that $6 move. The reason why it's significant for me is, let me do this. Let's do it small. Okay. Let's say that's $6 zone. Yeah. So it actually went to break it with good volume. Let me just okay, here you can see. So it went to break $6. It did break, but it wasn't successful and it got rejected badly with good volume. And then it tries again, this time with much bigger volume. Again, same thing, got rejected badly. Right. So that's telling me like $6 is significant for me. That area is significant. That's why I said if it doesn't break and stay over 6, then I'm not thinking long on it at all. Because if it shows sign of weakness, it wouldn't even get to $6, which it didn't. Absolutely, this wash here, or this red candle already told me that this doesn't want to go up to 6. This doesn't want to actually continue. It doesn't have it run out of steam. So I've already made my decisions. But if it had gone above that 6 and start trading above 6, 15s, 20s, then yes, I would have considered yes, there's a long position there. That's why. And obviously, there might be other things that subconsciously I was looking at, um, but I'm trying to explain it to you what I saw. Obviously, by looking at charts for years and years, there's other things that I might have seen as well back then, which I might not remember to explain it to you. I don't know how to explain, but you know what I mean. I hope so. Ah, okay, yes, that's why. That's why. This is my secret, by the way, Jessica. Don't share it with anyone, yeah? Let me just delete that off. Let me just delete that off. Always, always keep an area as a zone. You know when I say right before you enter, let's say we are looking to short this. There's a short opportunity, by the way, rejection of 5. Anyways, so let's say we want to short this. Before I enter, I want to know where my stop is. Now, in this case, around 510s, 507s, right? 490s, 507s. So 17 cents stop. Already I know. Now I can take whatever share size I want, right? So and obviously you want to also remember that you need to look at your profit potential, not profit target, potential of it giving you 5 to 1. From 5, if you're risking, let's say, 10 cents, is it able to give you 50 cents? Well, 5 to, let's say, 450s, There is possibility, yes, but looking at this, it's done so much move down, then chances of that is a little bit weak. What ENSC? ENSC, I wouldn't short it now. No. Uh, yes, there is a level there, but that's just it. There's a pivot point level there. That's just it. What else is there? There's no. Um, what I'm seeing right now is this. That's a chop. I see chop. It might wash down to 470s and then start trading chop chop chop. I just don't like that. Whatever I traded, you might notice that over here, let's say AMD might. I'll get back to AMD, but look at this right there, right? What does that look like? Huge, huge move. You know, that's what I follow. Momentum. That's what I follow. Still, still giving me momentum. I actually did. I forgot to add on it. I was busy with AMD, which was doing really well at that time. But yeah, I was really. I wanted to add around this 30-50 areas, 30-40s, but I didn't manage to, unfortunately. But it was there. The trade was there, and then uh, right until at this point, it was still moving, still momentum was there. Right about now, there's obviously congestion right over here. Right, right. So as you can see, this could, guys, I will probably get taken out on the last over 30 05s, but on this one, guys, I want to make sure that it breaks that VWAP. I'm not gonna just get out. I'm gonna make sure that it breaks that VWAP and starts trading above the VWAP. Once it does that, then I'll get out. So it has to close above the VWAP and start trading above it. So I'll handle that in that way. Yeah, chop basically is it happens usually at the bottom or at the top. Um, it's just basically indecision, and it doesn't have to be indecision. It could be buyers and sellers are basically um, in a dual mode. Basically, they are basically really sort of fighting, and nobody's winning. Let's just keep it that way. So over here, a lot of fight happening, um, but nobody's winning. Right about here, when this starts to break out, the buyers at that time started winning. So it's creating that demand. Um, so when buyer starts to win, what happens is demand gets created, which means people want that specific thing for. They don't mind paying extra to get into it, basically. So over here, that's what happened. ENSC. Oh, really nice wash under 5. Just unfortunately, my setup wasn't there on that. Um, let's see how it reacts. Basically, yeah, I would say this is still a chop, but that wash could be a continuation of this move if it breaks that bottom, but it hasn't yet. Congestion is different from choppy. Choppy is this. Choppy is this. Jessica, that's you can see clearly, chop, 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 chop. But congestion is that, the one I showed you here. Look at this move, very huge, massive moves, but it's getting tighter and tighter, right? Especially over here, Rust. You see that? You see this zone here? Let me just zoom in. Can you see? There's a difference between congestion and chop. When it comes to chop, you know how you tell it's a chop? It's a really good example. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks at the bottom and at the top. And even on daily, have a look. Even on daily, actually HUSN has been chop, 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 chop. So not a very good product to be trading at all. Yeah. Does that make any sense, Jessica? Jessica, if this wasn't there, and if I saw that a bit higher up, then there's a trade here. But the volume is just dying down a little bit, but there is a trade here. But the reason I'm not taking this is it's overextended to the downside. So chances of this working out and giving me a good profit to risk to reward is very low. That's why I'm not taking this. Let's have a look at PFE. PFE. This is chop. Can you see? Chop, 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 chop. Between this range. So when you see this, let's say for example you want to trade a stock, Jessica, and you've seen this chop, and you say, okay, try to not trade anything in between. Create a zone like this or levels. Let's say this one is trading 45 to 44.80s, right? 44.80s. This is creating that chop. Just make a rule. Say for example, I'm not going to trade long unless it breaks that chop zone, which is this 45.15s. I'm not going to trade short unless it breaks that 44.80s. In fact, in this one, that is exactly what I'm thinking. So what I do, I will put an alert here, 45.15s. I'll say, okay, if it does break that, remind me. If it does break 44.80s, remind me. Just about now I'm putting the alert actually. There we go. Easy. And now I don't have to worry about this chop getting chopped out from this badly priced action. But once it starts to break that, if it does have a momentum, then I'll definitely short it. If it does break that. And if it starts breaking up, then yeah, long as well. Yes, congestion, typically, yeah, congestion, but it does, you want to look at it where you want to basically see congestion can happen anywhere. Like, but for example, if you look at this might be a congestion, but congestion, if it does happen after a momentum move, that's where you want to pay attention. It's actually where you pay attention to congestion is what matters. Anywhere it could happen. Congestion could happen in the middle of a chop. Doesn't mean that it's something that you should take action, but if it does happen after, let's say, big massive move, let's say for example this one is done huge move down, right? For a $30 stock, and from 30 to 50 all the way to 29, right? We're talking $3.50 move, huge, like more than 10%, right? Um, it's done huge move, so expect a little bit of a pullback. So let's say, for example, you were short and you haven't taken anything out. That sort of congestion area is a telltale sign for you. Look, I'm about to reverse or pull back bigger, so take some out. You know, it could help you in risk management as well as even entries. Let's say, for example, you're a bottom fisher, reversal trader. You only do longs when stocks go wash down and gets weaker and weaker. You start looking for these kind of patterns, um, and start adding more things to it, like volume, for example. If it starts to get out of congestion, how does the volume react? Well, it's rising. Well, that's a good sign. Things like that. I'm just here if anybody has questions, guys. Any basic questions, advanced, anything, you guys just can throw it out, because I don't see anything at the moment, unless PFE. I was looking at PFE. Um, what I wanna do on this one is, I mentioned this earlier, I want this 4480s to break. Once it breaks that, guys, I want to see how it breaks it. So I am waiting for PFE. On daily, guys, I'm really looking forward to it breaking 4480, because once it does that, um, I feel like it wants the reward will be there. It will move. So still waiting for that. And AMC is about to. This is not good. You see this bounce with huge volume. That's not good. I'm out. 3015. Around 3015s, guys. Um, the reason why I didn't get out first is because between VWAP and my stop, there was only 5 cents, 7 cents difference. So that's why I kept it above VWAP. I want to make sure that VWAP breaks and with good momentum. This is bringing some momentum now, so it's reversing quite clearly, and I'm not gonna stay. Even if it's 20% of my position, that's fine. I still managed to get some on the last batch as well, which is great. This has been an amazing trade. Yeah, write them down, Jessica. Write them down. Like, take a snapshot of this, Jessica. When I'm explaining, like, on the stream, or go back to the stream, take snapshots and write things on it. Like, when I explain, like, however you want to sort of learn, uh, taking a picture is always good. I think keep snapshots of these kind of scenarios, or whatever the trade happened. Like, why did he take this trade? Um, start analyzing them. That's how you're gonna get better and better and faster. You'll progress a little bit faster, instead of, like, for example, me. If I start to explain myself, it'll be too much. It'll be a lot of things will go not noticed or not absorbed. What you want to do is, you want to just you know um, start looking at things yourself, and when you learn it by yourself, um, then obviously it stays a bit more. At least that's how I work anyways. So the AMC, with AMC, to be honest, because I had huge move, This second partial, I would have had third partial, but because I took the second partial a little bit bigger amount, then I didn't have to take for the third one. But I did mention that 29 is definitely an area to take the partials out. So if you were looking for third partial, 29 area was perfect, as it gives you so many chances, especially if it started to congest around this area. You should have definitely taken. Let's say if you didn't take that, you were just so stubborn that it's going to go to, let's say, 25. Well, once it starts breaking that 20 EMA, quite clearly that's showing you short-term trend reversal, short-term trend change. Don't be ignorant or don't be so stubborn that you're ignoring the fact that it's actually about to, pull back big or reverse. Take some out, always bank in. Awesome stuff. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Hopefully, it'll be more consistent. Whatever's changes that you're making, it'll be more consistent. Hopefully, quicker. So the stock we're watching, let's have a quick look at them. AMD, as I said today, I'm looking for it all day shorts. There might be an opportunity, just a bit not clean enough, but I will keep an eye on AMD. I'll keep an eye on AMD on my other charts. AMC, so clear reversal, as you can see, clear reversal. And hood. Hood is a funny one. Hood's a funny one. No, I'm not interested at the moment on it yet. I don't see any edge there. Apple is looking like it wants to break out, but it looks heavy as well. It looks heavy. Alright, we'll find out. Nothing there for me. MRNA. Wow, there was a really good one here. There's a beautiful one here. Oh, that's just my anyways, yeah, we missed that one. BTBT is breaking the highs. SPY is just not much. SPY is just chopping a bit. See this, Jessica, this might be good if you're listening. On this area here, congestion might not be that relevant, because it's just not doing much. Overall price action is choppy. As you can see, there's not much of a continuation. It goes up and pulls back 50%, 80% of it is moved. So it's just overall, looking at this, overall it's a chop, so that's that. Oh, there you go, PFE guys, 4480 is about to break. I want to see some volume coming in here, guys. I want to see some volume. If it starts to rise, it might start to break, but taking it early might be slightly risky. But if you do take it early, let's say 4481s, if it starts to break 80s, then your stop will be 4490s if you want to be aggressive. If you want to be really conservative, it's going to be over 45. BTBT is actually something to do with crypto as well. That's what I believe that's the case. Let me bring out BTBT. BTBT. Okay, so BTBT has something to do with crypto. Okay, you see what's happening here? Let me put it on 1 minute chart. Look at the chart. Look at that. Isn't that almost exact replica? Look at that. Right? It's breaking that, and that one is breaking that. So what I'm saying is BTBT is actually correlated to Bitcoin. Now, if the Bitcoin obviously starts to climb up like this, then you will see BTBT doing the same or similar. It doesn't always have to be the same. So with BTBT, I don't trade it that often. You know why? Because it's reliant on Bitcoin. And on Bitcoin, I don't have an edge. If you understand what I'm... On Bitcoin is so massive that I can't find an edge. So it could do anything. Right about now, if you ask me, yes, it's strong. But it could reverse at any time. Volume doesn't play a big massive role on it. So my edge just disappears. Alright, PFE. I just got a okay, PFE 4477s now. If it does give me a better price, I might short this PFE. Volume is slightly coming in, as you can see, yes, but it might not give us a better price. I might have to chase a little bit. PFE, I'm gonna chase it. Come on, give me a better price. Come on. Okay, 78. I'm gonna chase it a little bit. It's a chase size. It's still, the volume coming in, so definitely is the breakdown is there, but I want that continuation to happen quite quickly. So I've chased it a little bit, guys. 4478, 4478. Yeah, 4478 with the stop either 4490s or 45s. I like to keep it a little bit tight at this point because I have had a really good day. I don't want to ruin it by risking too much. But safer option definitely is over 5. There it goes, 4470s. We are short PFE under 4480s, as I mentioned earlier. As you can see, volume coming in, but that volume isn't bringing much of a move. That's the problem. If we start to see these kind of volume, it should actually start to bring in more. What it's actually doing is bouncing, so that's not a good thing. Because the idea was if it brings more volume under the breakdown, then that should continue more and more. So by this time, I would have liked to see 4460s. So it's telling me that there's more buyers there. But my stop is 44.90, so I'm okay with that. I'm about to risk only about 10 cents, and it's worth it for this. You see that? You see the bounce now? Yeah, that volume is telling me that yes, there was actually quite a bit of buyers there hanging around at the breakdown. Yeah, BTBT. Sorry, I checked it a bit late. Yes, I'm thinking it's a bit late, but obviously with Bitcoin, you don't know. It could grind up all day, you know. But are you gonna are you willing to risk for something that you just assume, or you're gonna put some probabilities behind it? Yeah, it's quite clearly, it's following BTB. If you're gonna trade BTBT, keep the Bitcoin chart on the side. As soon as, say for example, if you're in BTBT, right, long, if the Bitcoin starts to wash down, then BTBT will start to like slightly be a bit delayed, slightly, like yeah, you have to be quick. So you can take your partials that way or exits that way, or you can manage your risk in that manner. In fact, when I trade Riot or Mara, yeah, Riot or Mara looks same as well. So yeah, I do that quite consistently. Guys, on this one, I feel like 44.90s are very, very, very close. I'm just gonna keep it over 45. I know it's like 20 cents, but I can handle that. It might be one of those, first false breakdown, and then the next one comes down after it tries to, you know, um, reject or bounce. Um, I'm just relying on the daily mostly on this, because I feel like daily is overextended and it hasn't really done a really good pullback before continuing for one more round. So um, I do expect a bit of a pullback on this. So waiting on PFE. Waiting on PFE. My stop is just over 45. And if it starts to hold 44.90s and it starts to break down again 44.80s, I might add to it because I started small on this. As long as it's staying under 45, I am still considering this as a weak stock or short biased. This is a really good example of why you shouldn't have a really strong bias. Have a look at this. I mean, initially, yes, I was short biased on it. We traded really nicely, got some really decent moves out of it. But once it starts to reverse, you should be able to reverse your thoughts about it as well very quickly. Because if you don't, then that could happen. In fact, this could actually break that. It's already breaking the high of day, and it looks strong. So yeah, that's why you stuck to your risk management. That worked, and stick to it. And in this case, we did well. The only thing I would say on this one is the third partial could have been taken out, but I didn't have much on the third partial left anyways, so I am okay with that. Still a really good trade. And PFE. Okay, PFE just went back into that chop zone again. I would have really liked it to actually break that 4480 and stay under it, but it's still holding up nicely as long as that, as I said, 45 zone holds. I will tell you when BTBT will start to have Bitcoin. Watch Bitcoin. Watch Bitcoin. Okay. There's a little bit of pullback coming into BTBT, isn't it? But it could be just a micro pullback. If it's strong enough, it could. So if it starts breaking, hold on, I'm watching PFE. Yeah, there might be a little bit of a pullback, all maybe to 14s or the EMA 1380s. It could be a pullback, but that's just obviously no way to enter anywhere there. Yeah, as you can see, it tries to go a little bit far. It tries to is my chart? No, it's not frozen. Break that 1440s. It rejected really like very quickly as well. So there you go. It's going for a pullback. There. Okay. There it goes. There it goes. Right. There's your 1380s. As you can see, 1380s is a bounce. 14 broke very easily, so that this pullback could be actually bigger than normal. And if Bitcoin starts to break this area here, 38,800s, then this could follow badly. But nice thing about this is Bitcoin is holding over here. So if Bitcoin starts to climb, at the moment Bitcoin starting to like hold nicely. So on this one, shorting will be difficult. In fact, maybe a pullback long would be ideal. But I'm not trading it. That's what I think anyways. Yeah, you could have you should have taken out if once this started to take out that area here. But if you were out, let's say for example you took that breakout here, this was a nice little flag breakout, then you could have just taken 14s partials, and then once it starts to congest here, take some out and then leave your trailing stop, leave your runner. Depends on where you entered, really. If you had entered a bit earlier, even here, you could keep the rest on break even, because if this is just, it could have been a healthy pullback, but I feel like this wants to do more wash basically. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's good exit, I think. Definitely. So BTBT is relatively weak, but this is actually a healthy pullback because Bitcoin is about to if it starts to attack the highs, then this will start to run as well. As you can see, 14s if it starts to break, then that might be good opportunity to long as well. Yeah, definitely. You can see clearly micro pullback, little congestion area, as you can see now. It'll be interesting to watch this actually. Um, Look, this is the leader. That's the follower. Let's see how. Oh shoot, where it's gone? Okay, here we go. There's a long here with a stop 1375s, 1380s. There's a long here. There you go. You see? I mean, that's just short term. Um, it is quite clear. Can you see what's happening? This is leading, that's following, but not always. That's not always the case. This should start moving now. Now, if it doesn't start moving and start taking 1440s, then that means this is relatively weak. Sometimes it can happen that the leader will start to move and the follower wouldn't. That means it's actually weak. So you see that it's a bit slow, but it's done it right about when it was actually breaking the highs, so we're breaking the congestion area BTBT. This one was actually trading here. In fact, it was about to go down. It looked like it wanted to go down, but yeah, just followed suit a bit later on. Now the Bitcoin has washed down. This should actually come down a little bit as well. Start coming down. But these are just micro moves. So, every single candle, you have to look at it like overall perspective. Like, yes, you do look at these small little minor moves um, to basically take some, partials or things like that. Yes, but obviously don't trade like that. That's just going to be too much trades. Do I see anything else? AMC. Let's have a look at AMC. AMC, guys, might provide us with something. That's our daily level here. It washed down under the daily 32 area. If that 32 area holds, it might give us nice opportunity for short. No, so that short is not valid anymore. So what I want to see on AMC is if it does come back to this zone here, 3250s, 40s, then I want to see how it reacts there. If it starts rejecting, we might just see a little reversal. But if it does start to break the highs, 3260s, then the continuation is, I mean, it could go furthermore. Okay, let's check hood. 6150s. There's a nice, but I just don't want to trade hood, to be honest. There's so much manipulation going on, so many games being played. I just don't want to get caught on that. There was a short there under 62, but I'm not going to be the one who's going to pay for these games. Alright, BT. So look. PFE, by the way, I added a little bit. PFE. Right here, under the rejection here, guys, 4490s, I added a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mention, but 4490s. I did actually mention earlier, because I was going to add on it if it does get back to 44, this area here, this zone. So my ad was here, 4490s. I've got 4 screens, and even that's not enough for me. But don't get me wrong, that's not the way to trade. It's not the only way to trade. It's just I like to have multiple screens, because some people can't look at multiple screens, and they just get you know, like distracted. But for me, it's actually, it gives me more focus, because I have set up my screens in a way that everything is, it's like routine. I really I encourage a routine. So if you start doing something constantly, you do get better at it, you know, much quicker, and you progress much faster. So everything is set up in a way that I look at it and I know what it is, and all I need is just a glance. For example, one of my screen has 12 charts. If I can show you right here, this is one of my screens. This has 12 charts. Then you know, all my watch list is there. I just need to glance, and if something's popping, then I can just take it on the main screen, which could be this or the other ones, and then yeah, start looking for things. But you know, as I said, it's just a preference thing. It doesn't have to be the right way. Yeah, it's easy. It's just the way. It depends on what charting software you use. There's always options. For Thinkorswim, it's rather easy. It's extremely easy, actually. It can be a little bit hectic to learn Thinkorswim, but once you do, it's so much better. Right, for example, on this one, I've got 12 charts, yeah, but they are like really tiny charts, as you can see, like small thumbnail charts, basically. But it does give me an idea, as you can see. I can see if something moves fast, or, by the way, AMC looks interesting. You see, even by looking here, I just checked the AMC. Let me actually bring that AMC up. might have missed it, Jessica. We might have just missed it, but that's fine. Still a bit early, I would say. I would really like it to break that EMA and start trading under it. No, it's fine. Actually, you know what? The reason why I like to take it easy at this time is because there's nothing going on. Like, even if you take certain trades, it might look nice, but the follow through will not be there. Like, for example, PFE, right? Usually, if this happened, let's say over in this time frame after the open, that would have had much better follow through. But because we are in the this zone here, this time frame, let's say time frame after 1 hour, right here. Yeah. So this is the zone we are getting into. This is basically a chop zone, or a really quiet zone, or a volume dying down zone. So, you know, time frame is also very important to understand where you are. At the moment, we are in that zone where breakouts could fail easily. There wouldn't be much follow through on your setups, but you have to be okay with that if you're gonna trade. So this AMC, you know, it's just, if it was earlier, then I would have said, okay, that's I would have taken actually that, but I was watching that. I didn't take it because of time frame. And if it starts to break that 32, it might actually go for another round. But also watch 3160s if it starts to break. So let's just watch our PFE. Let's watch our PFE. Yeah, timing, absolutely. From 11 to until the power hour, I don't trade usually. You might have seen me leave or not trade at all, like after 10:30. Because if I do trade well, it only takes me that first 30 minutes. Today, in fact, that was the case. I mean, AMD out the gate. I exited around 3 o'clock. That's half an hour. Half an hour I was done on AMD, and AMC pretty much similar. Where is AMC? Ah, here. Yeah, pretty much similar because I already had taken my second partial here, and I was leaving the runner. And I could have just shut down the PC and leave the runner. So first 30 minutes I was out. And those are the days, good days. That's good. Yeah, unfortunately, after 10:30s, I wouldn't be able to, um, be more active, or I couldn't promise action. If you want action, you'll have to join at the open or just before the open. But if you have something going on, don't let anybody change that. Like, do your thing. It's a good thing that you're actually trading until 10:30, finding your style, and trying out things, and obviously following your rules. And then you're coming to learn. That's a really good thing. What you don't want to do is you want to come here without knowing my style, changing everything, and then start trading my alerts or my calls, which is, I don't think that's the way to go. But if you really like the style, then you can definitely study over the weekend. Study the videos I've taken. It's pretty much as I said, like, watch them recap videos I know it's like very short, but you know, you start to sort of take something from it. Every time you watch something, if you take one thing out of it, then you know that's huge. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, small caps can be like that, especially during the slow times. Slow times it could be really like. Usually, what happens with small caps is you don't find it in a gap. Like there were times where I would actually create a nice gap watch list, and then I'll just do the breakout trades because that used to work, especially for small caps. There were momentum. It also depends on the what's going on at that time. Say for example, um, if we had a recent small cap runner and it's holding nicely and it's done really well, that's when you start to say to yourself, okay, well, small caps are gonna wake up now. You see what I mean? When they start to break, they will have more momentum behind it because people remember this ABC stock or XYZ, right? Because they've, it's just all. Um, I'm just like watching PFE at the moment, and it's looking not too bad, but let's keep that here. All right, 4480s. That volume is not there, but it could come. If it starts to break that 4480s, it could come. So yeah, still in it. As you can see, we just need a little bit of room on this. I wasn't, over there. My stop initially was there. Even if I had actually gotten out here, I might have traded under here 44.90. So that's fine. It was a good management actually. It was a really good decision to actually leave the stop there because it's a bigger picture anyways, bigger picture trade. Yeah, BTBT. It's not. I wouldn't say that's really what I mean by like something holding up is, let's say something ran from $3 to $20. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows about it. BTBT. Yeah, some people may know. It's done. Let's say uh, like overall from 5 to 14s. Yes, huge, but it's taken it such a long time. It might actually do more if Bitcoin starts to actually really fly. We might see this go into 30s, you know. For it to reach 30s will be quite easy if Bitcoin starts to really sort of go for it. Like that's when you will see a lot of other small caps follow suit. It doesn't have to be in the same sector. It just means that yeah, small caps are waking up, and people are just like thinking, oh, okay, something ran and is still holding, so this is gonna do the same. It's just like human nature. Do-do-do. PFE, let me explain actually, because it's a good idea to understand where what they are. So when I do pink arrows, that's my entry. This was my add, and that's my stop. And then when I have let me show you on AMC. When I have pink arrow, that's my entry, and then blue arrow, that's my partial. That's my partial. Blue arrows. So the entry, and then on this one, initial stop was here somewhere. Like, look at the difference. That's our stop, and that's our profit. So yeah, and AMD as well, same thing. AMD shorted here, partial here, shorted here, partial here, and then last, that trailing stop took us out there. Second add, okay, PFE right now. Oh, it's a rejection of 4490s, this zone here. This zone here. Honestly, this one is not that clear, and that add could have been avoided, but it's just, don't worry yourself about it. It's not a very clear entry. If I was to enter, I wouldn't have entered here. It's because I had started small here because of chase trade. Ideally, I really wanted this to break down and then pull back and give me a nice little entry, but this didn't do that. So I felt this was a chase trade, so I had to, if my plan was, if it did come back up to 4490s VWAP area, that zone, I will add to it. That's what I stuck to. This not something special about this add. It was just also on the level 2, just was showing a little bit of a weakness. That's all. But on the add that on AMD was very special. That's something to study. That add on AMD here was really, really good area. That area here. Sorry, I'm moving the charts a bit too much. I'm used to these constantly. I did mention on earlier as well, AMD for me is all day shorts, but it was just a little bit choppy for me to stay in it. If this hadn't taken me out, I would have been still in it, but that's fine. I have taken what I could from it. I'm totally okay with that. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes and yes. Okay. Doesn't have to be always. I don't have to draw the zones. You see, previously what it did was over here, came back down, rejected. So, okay, I'm thinking maybe there's something. Well, I look back, what is there? Around 116. Okay, fine. And then comes back down and then breaks it nicely, and then still hangs around and holds. So this zone actually held nicely. So this was a support that became a resistance, and then it came back to that same area and it started to show me sign of weakness. I remember, I didn't just take it straight away over here. I took it when it showed me that this zone is still valid. So when it came there, attacked it, rejected, attack, reject, attack, reject. I mean, if you hadn't taken here, clearly this should have been an area where you should have taken anyways. Plus we have 116 here. I love round numbers. But just because it's a round number doesn't mean it's an add. No. Don't get me wrong. There has to be more to it. Um, First of all, on this one, I remember I did mention this one was I already was on short biased, but not strongly short biased. Remember, the daily is extremely overbought. It's not even overbought. It's like extended. So this pullback is due. It turns out it is today actually. So yeah. Yeah, I really like that, especially the second entry. I really like it because it just was ticking all the boxes for the ad. In fact, even if I hadn't traded here, I would have definitely actually started a new trade from here because this trade had so little risk. We're talking 116 to 116.20s, 20 cents. But here, however, this trade had like 40 cents risk initially, you know. So definitely it was a really good area. I might make a quick video about this AMD's short and AMC as well. Uh, yeah, I might do that. I don't know whether day trading, because I'm new to Reddit as well. I don't know whether they will allow me to post a link of a video. I'll have to ask the moderators or admins. That's a good idea actually, because I see a lot of potential traders on Reddit, really interested, serious traders. I am trying to be more involved in their Discord as well. And all on the Discord, I did mention about AMD, saying that I will be shorting AMD, and I have a short bias on AMD. So, but the problem with that is I like to talk and quickly give an idea of what I'm thinking instead of writing. For me is a big problem. So it's crazy. I hate writing. Yeah, I'll do that. I start doing it. I do that on. But the funny thing about Reddit is it doesn't allow you to do a lot of things. Like you can't just post anything. It gets there are a lot of rules to follow, and so it's a good thing actually. It's a good thing because there are a lot of fake sort of advertisement out there. But I've also joined Discord lately, so I don't know what can I add those information on my profile? Is that something? Is that possible? Or yeah, that's the thing, karma, karma thing. Uh, No, yeah. I think I've added on Reddit, but I'm not too sure on Discord. I should add on Discord as well. Let me see if I can actually. YB trading. Maybe I should. If they, I'm gonna ask the admins on Discord. See if I can post those trades. Yeah, it's actually the same day trading Discord. It's a from the subreddit day trading. I can invite you. I think I can. Let me see how to do that. I know it's a bit embarrassing, but I'm I'm really new. I think I should be able to invite some people. What's your? How do I find you on Discord? I think I should be able to share a link of some sort. Okay. This one. Okay, hold on. Server boost. So, okay, invite people. Yes, I can invite people. So copy the link. Okay. All right. Here. There we go. See, I'm promoting this Discord. I mean, the subreddit. I think that should work if you click on that. That should take you to that to invite link, and then you just have to read some, you know, some rules here and there. Yeah. Uh, Let's have a look. Just right. Just doing some stuff. Where is it? Okay, here. Copy. That should be good. Oh, you can actually on your profile you can add the about you. So Yeah, I'll ask the admins if I can post it. I'll have to obviously wait for the YouTube to download the stream itself, and I think it takes about a day for it to for me to download the stream back, so that I can edit and then shorten the video as a recap. So tomorrow definitely. Uh, what do you mean? Okay. You know what, guys? On PFE, not much happening. I'm on break even at the moment. I'm gonna exit here, guys. It's just not doing what I'm expecting it to do, so I'm exiting it. I am out on break even. PFE out on break even right here. So yeah, just too boring. Yeah, I've just accepted your request. Let me wave. Let me wave. Anyways, what are we looking at? HUSN. Oh, HUSN decided to actually do his thing. Finally decided to make a move. Yeah, see, this is yeah, I'll try to do that, but the thing is, if I do that, I'm just not good with texting, you know. It's gonna take like I don't know how long. It's just easy for me to just. I'll find a way, anyways. I will start sharing it that way as well. It's quicker to share. But the thing is, I want to really like just the video's already made, you know. What I want to like, what I want people to see is how the trade set up, not when up after effects basically. So if I make a recap of my thoughts on the video itself, I think it's going to help much better than you know, these pictures. So that's why I like those, and I don't even do voice overlays. I don't know whether I should. I just stick to shortening whatever I have actually, you know, done that day. And so whatever you're hearing in the videos are actually the stream as it's happening live. Yeah, yeah, I should start doing that definitely. These videos are like about 5 minutes. Some of them are 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so it should not take that long. I'm pretty sure when I start to like get more involved with the Reddit and Discord itself, I will be able to post links as well, or videos as well, links to videos, because I've seen people doing it. I mean, they're talking about like charting and stuff like that. I'm sure I can. It just needs to be like, I just need to build up that karma, bloody karma thing, you know. Yeah, see, those are the things that requires. I've done it. I've got quite a bit of karma now, I think. That's why I'm able to post. Uh, I can post and stuff like that, share things. But I think for you to add a link, because it comes under advertisement or promotion of your product, isn't it? I mean, not that I'm selling anything. They think I'm selling something when I post a video or something like that. But I think it's all about talking to the admins, and once they realize, you know, it's a good, you know, it's a good thing, then I'm sure they wouldn't mind, because you know everybody's there for the right reasons. Don't have to worry about it. I'm taking my snapshots of the trades. See if I can do this. Tell me about it. Don't go. Yeah, it is funny. Real struggle for sure. Uh, Crazy. Hmm. Like, let me share something with you. AMC, today's trade is the 5th August. 5th. Right over here, I'll upload a file. So this is like AMC trade. Um, this is on my like small account. Um, I traded slightly differently on because on smaller accounts, what I do is I go one in, one out. So on the Discord, I shared a trade from the small account because a small account I trade on the main PC, the main account on the laptop. So I don't know whether it's visible. I need to obviously write things on it, entry and exit, and the thought process behind it. Something like that I could share probably in the reviews. Actually, this trade of mine was much better than what I took on my main AMC because I had quite a few. But this was one entry, one exit, much better risk to reward. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I know. I know a little bit. It's already there. I just need to add some text and everything. Then I can probably post a link if somebody wants to check the video out. Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say the same thing. I was looking at something else, just got lost. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck, best of luck, and hopefully tomorrow live stream, maybe at the open. If not, then yeah, around 10:30s. So take it easy. I'll see you around. All right, guys, have a good one. I'm gonna end the stream. Done really well. Just a quick recap on the trades. I took AMC right about here. Basically, on AMC, I was initially short biased, and this wash happened and rejection of these 3250 areas. Once it gave me a little bit of a pause and pullback, that's when I started to entering a bit early, but the plan originally was to actually add more close to 31s. I never got there, which was fine, because as soon as I entered, after like 10 seconds it started to move, and gave us really good partial around the under 30s. So that was the first partial. So and then just waited on just trail stop, initially stop, came back down here, and then trail stop on the swing highs, trail stop, and then second exit just under 2960s, second partial. And then third, because didn't have much left, my trailing stop, I wanted to leave enough room for AMC to do its thing. Wanted to wait for the bigger pullback so I can handle the bigger pullback for a massive run, because AMC tends to be able to do that. That's why I put my trailing stop just over VWAP, and I exited when I saw the momentum coming back in with good huge volume. So that was a really good exit, very good trade. I'm happy with that. Nice green. That's the first one. And then AMD we have, let me zoom into the main area here. So AMD, basically again with AMD, daily was overextended. I was looking for a short on this all day. Any setup for shorts I would have taken. So over here, guys, started to basically fail off of the 1150, 11750s. That is also a pivot point. I don't use it that much, but it's just something that I keep an eye on. So it started washing, and this usually should have carried on if it was strong. But it completely rejected and failed. So that was a sign for me. That little candle was a sign that yes, it wants to continue down, and it's showing sign of weakness. So especially on this candle here, as it started to bounce, it was quickly rejected off of VWAP and EMA, and then we had 117 area to rely upon for our stop. So I know it's a little bit of a chase. Personally, I really enter really tight, close to my zones, the stops. So ideally, entry would have been on this, on the rejection of 117s here. But because of this, I actually obviously sometimes you wait for it and then you don't want to miss it. Then I entered 116.36, I believe. Yes. So gave us a really good profit here around 115.40s, and then as it bounced back, I was expecting this bounce from this 115 area, this low here plus 115. I was expecting this bounce, but my plan was if it does bounce and 116 holds, that's what I'm going to start adding. That's exactly what I did. 116 under 116 was the add, and then beautiful rejection of 116 and a huge partial there. I would say around 114.60s. So really good trade, and then my trailing stop, that's even better, because my trailing stop initially when it was trading here was here, just over the previous swing highs, over 116. But when I start seeing this price action of a reversal, then I quickly brought it down to just about 115.25s, and I got stopped out around 115.25s. Really good trade, very well managed, because if I had kept my stop, let's say just over the swing highs, I would have been stopped out here, basically losing around 70 cents there, or 80 cents. So yeah, really happy with that. That's the second trade. Later down the line, I took PFE. With PFE, guys, I was looking for this zone here. It was chopping around between 44.80 and 45.15s. I was looking into shorting this. So what I did was, once it started to break down 44.80s with some volume, This was very strange because the way it broke down, there was something going on. Like there was really good interest on the breakdown, but the volume kept rising and the price didn't do much. In fact, it reversed. That was kind of like a little bit. I thought, okay, that was a bit. That's that doesn't usually happen unless it's a reversal. Um, but then it started chopping around, and I had my original plan was basically adding around as close to 45s, so 45, 4490s, 95s. The, so that's where I actually added after the rejection of the VWAP area. This was also an area I was looking at between 4490s to 45s. So that ad was good for sure. And then it started to work out. It was just a midday chop basically. It just didn't have a follow through. Once I start to see this, just a sign of a reversal, volume dying down, and it's starting to congest a little bit. That's where I decided to take it out. So that was a really, really good exit on a break even. So third trade was actually a break even exit. It might produce us with something later, maybe a power hour or something, but still, it's already broken that range and it's just gotten back into a chop. I wouldn't be interested in it unless it does something really sort of weak or strong, which means 4470s needs to break or 4515s. So that's all the trades. I would say definitely 100% accuracy, really great trade, very good risk to rewards, especially on AMD. Risk was really, really small, and we managed to get in the add plus really good partials. Happy with that. Anyways, guys, take it easy. I'll see you in the live stream tomorrow. Take it easy. Stay safe out there.